What is going on? We are back for part 2 of the F100.
Hey Mom, look, the boys are back in town.
Today, or in this video, it's still the same day as I shot the intro to this truck. We're gonna try to get fuel tank out. I don't know if it's got fuel in it. I just put a jack on it just to see. It feels pretty light, I can move it, but something did spill out and it smells like gas. So I'm gonna crawl up under there and see what I can get figured out. And yeah, this is either gonna go great or go very poorly, and you're only gonna watch me either succeed or fail. So let's get this thing rolling. Time has come for us to grind. So over here, there's 2 bolts holding on this bracket. That bracket is right in the way. So we're gonna zip that off. The bolts, because they're through bolted, there's nuts on the back, but I can't get a socket or a wrench on them. I'm pretty sure they're rounded off. So I'm gonna grind those out, pull that bracket out, and then the fuel tank should be free to drop, except for the filler neck, which I can't see the top of it, so I don't know how it's connected, but let's get these off. That took way more effort than it really should have. Oh well, we'll see what happens when we drop the tank. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you remove a fuel tank.
Did you wash your ass today?
Any critters in there? Ooh. You know, I can't really see. Let me go get a flashlight. We'll see if we can see down inside the fuel tank. But these, ow, bumpers hurt. These are completely shot. So these are gonna have to be replaced. That one's cracked. Oh, that one might be. Well, I thought. So, let me get a flashlight and we'll see what's inside this thing. Fuel tank no longer in the truck. There's a lot of debris in the bottom of this tank, which is why I went ahead and bought a new one. I'm hoping the sending unit's good, but we'll see when the new tank gets here. Basically, what I'm gonna do is up under here, I got the tank down, blast all this with the sander, knock all the surface rust off of it, hit it with a good coat of thick enamel paint, and yeah, that'll touch that up nice and well. But as you can see, we're still waiting on parts. So I'm gonna start hitting some of these spots that are kind of rusty. They don't need patching yet, but they are gonna get worse if I don't do something about it. That's where the rust reformer comes in. Mainly right here in the floorboard, there's a few holes there. And then there's some of this surface rust in the door that's kind of starting to form up. I'll blast all that back, hit it with the rust reformer, and then just hit it with a shot of black paint just to cover it up for now. This truck is nowhere near ready for paint, so trying to mitigate as much damages as I can while I'm ahead of the game. But we're gonna hit it with this wire wheel, see if that works. If the wire wheel don't work, we'll get out the grinder and hit it with the flat disc. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, we are done with that miserable task. I will be at some point, I got some stuff, all sun's here. I will be at some point pulling the bed off of this truck, so I'm not worried about doing the rest of the frame. I just wanted to get that spot because we're gonna be putting the fuel tank back in. It's hot. Fuel tank back in here in a little while. And I wanted all that nice, dried, cured, and good to go. But let's take a look. As y'all can see, she's completely undercoated. That rubberized texture is the undercoating itself. Basically, that keeps it from rusting. Just same thing you do to a vehicle that's maybe up north or, you know, in a place with a lot of salt. Just hit it with that, and it'll save your frame for a very long time. So we know we have a giant gaping hole in the floorboard, so I want to find something to fix that, just for temporary until the floor pan gets here, because I don't really like having it. These paper wasps have been everywhere today. So yeah, we got this little patch. Nothing really too big, you know. It's a breather vent. So put some screws here. I got those. I got the old, you know me, I'm a diehard Milwaukee guy. Yeah. Let's go back to the old forgotten here. Some of y'all remember this old girl. Let's see what we got. Good candidate. Jeez Louise. Spare parts? We got spare parts. That's too big. Let's take these small pieces here. Crusty old fuel tank. Let's see what we can do. This one's gonna be our best shot. Oh man, freaking factory new. Where y'all wanna hang out? Okay, well, you know what? That's good enough. That's a piece of floorboard. So, yeah, we have a piece of floorboard in. I wouldn't really step on it. That at least will hopefully keep a lot of the bugs and junk out of this thing for the time being. All right, what else do we got to work on this thing? Let me find something else to do. All right, let's talk about this truck for a minute. So, in this video, y'all saw me patch the floorboard, kind of. and do the undercoating and the rust reformer on the cab and where the fuel tank's going. So basically, my plan is, at some point I gotta rip the bed off this thing, and then once I get the bed off, I can do the back half really good. The cab section's gonna be a little more tricky. I really don't want to be pulling the whole cab off this thing and all that stuff. If I got to, I'm going to, but for right now, it's just me working on this thing. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do, like trying to bleed this brake master cylinder is going to be a pain. I might have to take it out and go bench bleed it. I don't want to do that because it's messy, but oh well. So yeah, for right now, she's probably gonna sit just like this until the parts get here, or I get Alec over here to help me carry that 5,000 pound bed off. Going to get the brake caliper tonight, so that'll be on tomorrow. Freaking wasps, man, they're everywhere. But in the next video, the brakes aren't done yet. The next video is going to be the old refrigerator up front, the cooling system. It looks like it's got a pretty new thermostat in it, so we'll see. But yeah, until next time, it's hot, and we'll see you on the next video with the old 79 Ford.